The BJP has done the first virtual rally. The BJP does not call it as a political rally, but because this rally is happening in the context of the upcoming elections in Bihar, there will be obviously political overtones. But let's understand what has happened. The Bharatiya Janata Party has done again a very first thing. The BJP was the first party to start something called as 3D rallies in 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's campaign, and here you have the Bharatiya Janata Party doing the first virtual rally. Now the BJP is a master at, I would say, continuous public engagement. Continuous public engagement is the basis of winning any political trust, and the BJP believes in that. Whenever there is a political issue which the BJP feels that can have a negative political narrative, the Bharatiya Janata Party believes in directly going to the people. So during the time of CAA, the larger interest of the country was in CAA, but there was a divided opinion. The BJP went ahead and reached to different corners of the country through pro-CAA rally, and today in this country, if you do a poll, you will have majority people favoring the CAA decision. Now at this moment, the country is battling a fight against COVID-19, where the government has done substantially well in my individual opinion, but there have been a divided opinion on how the state government and the central government has responded to the migrant workers crisis. Now in this, again, the BJP feels that this can have negative political implications, considering that Bihar is the state which is the home ground of a large section of migrant workers. The BJP again decides to go back to the public. Now the BJP is a cadre-based party. It has 72,000 booths across Bihar. There are 72,000 booths across Bihar, and the BJP directly engages with its cadres on those 72,000 booths. And these small steps are the ones which really give the BJP an edge in any political fight. So it is extremely difficult for any other outfit to take on the BJP, because the BJP has this cadre which is massive and wide. Now the BJP in this virtual rally has just not done political communication, and if you look at any rally which the Bharatiya Janata Party does, which is extremely not near to the campaign but is say away from any election, is talks about the public policies where the government is taking, along with some political messaging. In this also there were two attacks on Tejasvi Yadav, where Home Minister Amit Shah did not mention him, but had attacked him by saying कि जो लोग दिल्ली में आराम करते हैं उनको बिहार आना चाहिए, clearly signaling at Tejasvi Yadav. And there was second political message which was recalling and reinsuring that Nitish Kumar will be the chief ministerial candidate. That's why he said it will be under the leadership of Nitish Kumar that the Bharatiya Janata Party at the end, which he says will get 2/3 majority. So the entire culmination of his speech was that at the end of the day, it is under Nitish Kumar that the BJP will get 2/3 of majority. So all the prelude to the conclusion was about the public policy work which Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done. So again, one thing which is extremely important in this virtual public rally is what Sushil Modi said, that this is a virtual campaign before a real campaign. So this is not a substitute. A digital campaign cannot be a substitute to an on-ground political campaign, which political parties also understand. But in this time of COVID, what will be very important is which party will be able to do micro-level booth management. And again, in that, the Bharatiya Janata Party seems to have an edge, because it is master at something called as Panna Pramukh and the booth-level committees. And I think the regional parties need to really take a lesson from the BJP in this. Now again, if you look at the speech of Home Minister Amit Shah, I think one thing which was very important and something which stood out for me was how the Home Minister acknowledged that there are certain issues. So it was not a message which was completely that we've done everything. The messaging was clear that the government is well intentioned. It is trying to ensure that things become better, but there are some problems. And this is where the pillar of the advantage of the BJP comes from, is the right niyat. The majority support that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi today gets, apart from the implementation of social welfare which he's done on the ground, is also because of the right niyat. That is, the niyat is correct, which gives him the advantage. And in this context, I think which is extremely important to note is that Home Minister Amit Shah recalled that how India has taken on China, and India is standing firm against China, which is the larger pillar of the BJP's policy of being firm on national security. And if you remember the 2019 elections, the Balakot airstrike was an important issue. So the moral, what is the essence of it? The essence is threefold. The digital campaign cannot be a substitute to an on-ground campaign, but a digital campaign is something which will give advantage to a cadre-based party. Number two is that the BJP is again doing something which it is very good at, which any political party should do, is continuous public engagement irrespective of circumstances and molding itself as per the circumstances. And number three, Home Minister Amit Shah saying that in 2/3 majority is what the BJP and JDU alliance, that is the NDA alliance, is looking at in Bihar election under the leadership of current Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. Thank you so much. Shukriya.